All right. Well, hello everybody. It is officially Thursday. And I hope that your week is going well. I am getting over a cold of some sorts. But I had something that I wanted to come on here and say. So I really hope this is encouraging to not let what you're going through in your current situation, like to not let how it feels define reality for you. And I'm going to illustrate just a random scenario to give an example and further explain what I mean when I say that. To not let how your current situation feels define the reality of it. In other words, do not let your emotions define truth for you. And it's a call to look outside of how everything feels and even how it looks, because looks can be deceiving. When a seed is planted, it looks like it's being buried until it sprouts into something beautiful. And so to not let the perspective drown out what's really going on, to not let the perspective, throw you off from where you're really heading. And so, for example, if you've just been in a season of constant refinement, I'll use me as an example. I remember I was in a season where I was being refined by the Lord, and I was at a place where it felt like every time I look up, I'm being tested. Every time I look up, you know what I'm saying? There's pressure. There's different ways for me to show up, just a higher level of responsibility here and there. There's just more with my name on it. And I remember just feeling like I was beginning to get acclimated to this unhealthy rhythm I had began to build in that, where when moments of peace came, it began to feel unsettling because I built a rhythm, almost built a homeostasis on always figuring out what needs to happen next. And this balance I was supposed to be getting better at with I'm taking on more responsibility and simultaneously getting better at allowing the Lord to lead me in that. I began to replace that with a mindset of I need to have everything figured out so that this subsides, but it never did. And so I got in this place of constant pressure and stress, anxiety. And what happened was a season of growth and development I began to look at as a season of just like suffering, pain, and torture. And it is because I let how it felt begin to tell the narrative, begin to speak to, label it. And I took it as such. And what you really need, and this, you may not be relating to that example at all, or you may be relating to it a lot, but regardless of what it is, it could be like you should really actually be resting in the season, but you keep looking for something. Or it could be, fill in the blank. You are in a new place and you're trying to get situated, get your footing with social life, and what does your calling look like now that you're actually in the door, and you want to stay here, like God, taking you to the next. Or you could be in a season, like, fill in the blank. You could be waiting 10 years for something and you're like, is the Lord ever going to come through, and, fill in the blank. You can't let how this feels really label it and begin to tell you what it's supposed to be, especially if you got a word specifically from the Lord on it. You have to at a certain point trust in his word and what he says. So it would be helpful to read the Bible and see the stories in the Bible where it took eons, not literally, but it took 40 years to get through the wilderness. Of course, that wasn't originally God's plan, right? But, there's an order of operations with things, and there's something about the Lord carrying out something, but your heart needs to be in the right place if he's going to use you to do it. That's a big part of it. And so, legit, when Jesus is talking about he's going to go to the cross and Peter's like, they're not going to take you away from us. He said, get behind me, Satan. Like, his heart was not in the right place. And so you can't let what your emotions say about the situation define it for you, because then your heart will not be in the right place. You'll be swayed by your emotions and you'll be unstable. Yeah. So I just really wanted to call that out and highlight that. The remedy for that is to have someone, because you can't really monitor this for yourself on your own all the time. You can have a level of healthy self-awareness, but even that doesn't see everything. You have blind spots as a person. The remedy to this is to have, if we're going to use biblical figures, David had a Nathan, Aaron was what Moses had Aaron, however you want to say it, and Naomi had Ruth. You know, you can't walk this walk in isolation and then expect to thrive. It's like a plant in the just expecting it to grow as healthy as possible in the dark. You know, it's just very low chances, and even when it gets there, it's just not the same, right? Like, you need to be exposed to light to really grow like that, just like you need to be exposed to other people that can really help you grow. So yeah, that's really all I got for you. I really hope that this is helpful, and I didn't forget you on getting a full-length podcast going, but I think that videos like this and working on reaction videos soon are gonna be good supplements to the channel, just to keep the content consistent and keep it going. I'm gonna be on more live streams, just to interact with you guys more. So continue to like, comment, and subscribe, and I really hope that this helps. Just take this nugget with you and continue to pray for me, not just for my health, but as I walk this journey called life. Like, I just really want to be where the Lord wants me to be, but you know, I reach these points where I'm like, man, I really want to enjoy life more. So pray for me on that, and I'll be praying for you guys. If you guys want to leave comments on anything I could be praying about, just be sure to. And yeah, you guys take it easy. I appreciate it.